Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. Today in this video we're adding a FM to DAB adapter, like this one, which you've seen me test in my 190 over there, and it worked very well. So what we're doing today in this video is putting this adapter into my 560 SEL. For plans which you will see at a later date, obviously as the car's already all teared down, I don't need to do any tear down, it's all done. So I may as well put this in now, why I've got a lot of room to do it. So yeah, let's get on with doing it. So it's not actually too hard. Okay, all we need to do it properly is put my little adapter onto here. That plugs into the radio, and that's that done. This plugs into the antenna, which we're not going to do just yet. And the only thing I need to do is wire this in to 12 volts. Now I'm going to do it to a, I'll get rid of that sticker. What fuse is in there? No, 3 amp, not too big enough. So I'm going to be doing this to a switched live, not a permanent live. So if you do it to a permanent live, this is going to be on constantly, and it's going to drain your battery down to nothing. So I do not want to put it on a permanent live. So it should be just a switch live. Now I will say before I get on and do any of this in this video, do not copy anything you see in this video. Take this video for purely for entertainment purposes only, and if you do copy anything, it's purely at your own risk. Obviously if you do electrical stuff wrong, that can go quite well, that can go very badly and could potentially burn your car down plus more. So yeah, and this video is purely for entertainment purposes only. So I need to identify it and find a switched live, which I know where one is already, so that won't be too hard. And all I need to do, quickly, let me get the cable free and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. It's already been somewhat molested, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And I've got loads of little lights down there. I have no idea how to do what. Right, let's take you down. Hopefully you can see past my leather gear knob. So I've identified right here a switch. I could take this isolation tape off and rewrap it possibly. Let's see what that's about. I know in one of my other videos I did actually rewrap all of these. So let's take this wrap off, this isolation tape. See if we can get to the wires underneath. Now, I normally double wrap cables, just makes it a bit more, in my mind, secure and less likely for the cable you're wrapping to get exposed. And then down you've got this, two different bits of insulation tape or isolation tape you've got to remove. Oh, this one, we should be back down to the wires. Now, I'll explain how I know which one's which in a minute. Let me get this tape off. Right, so back down to bare metal, or bare cable. The reason why I know this one is an accessory cable or switch, it's accessory on there, and this one, big yellow one, it says battery. can actually permanent live and accessory can be switched. So I need to tap on this one with my thing. This one in particular has a fuse in it already. I'm going to make that cable a bit longer. Make it a bit longer. Like so. It's a shame if you can copper wire, but hey ho, it will do. And then it's very actually similar. I think it's actually the same thickness as this other cable. I don't particularly want to go directly off the same solder place, so if I can, I'm just going to quickly do that. And then see if I can just slice this sheath off. And that should allow me to just gently pull this off. Like that. Perfect. And now what that's going to do is allow me to have a clean place to solder this cable on. And I'm just going to wrap it round like so. And call that job done. In a couple of minutes, once my shell drive warmed up, we'll make that permanent. It shouldn't take long for this to warm up. And once it's warmed up fully, we're going to make this a proper drawing. Okay, we're warmed, we're ready to go. So, just gonna let them heat better transfer to the cable, like so, and then just gently feed in your solder. The problem with this cable not being copper is solder doesn't particularly like to stick to it. As you can see, I'm having trouble even getting the copper to the solder to bond to it. Okay, you get FM AM radio antenna in. That's all plugged in, and obviously that goes into your radio, that goes into your DAB antenna. Just like that goes into your DAB, like radio, whatever it's going into. And yeah, that's it all wired up, all powered on. I'm gonna plug it all in, and then let you see that it all also works kind of. Okay, so antenna comes in here, through into the box. Box is already plugged in and whatever. Everything is all plugged in. Again, apart from the DAB antenna part of it, because obviously this radio does not support DAB. But obviously that, for the full picture of why I'm putting that in this car, you'll have to see it later on. Okay, so you can see here it's picking up the radio station. You know, we switch to another one. Oh, that's hard. Switch to another one. Maybe that one. And then this one is crazy hits. You may not actually say it is, but that is. This one is kiss. Maybe may not say it is, But yeah, so if you actually pick up the radio station, you can play music. Obviously, I can't show you the music playing because, well, copyright notification and stuff. But it's actually working. And then once you've got a DAB system installed, I can bring you back and for part 2.